Hey guys, I am just back from the end of Oak Street and I fucking loved it. Again, another cracker of a dinosaur movie after Primitive War, and that is down to David Robert Mitchell's excellent direction. I've loved this guy ever since he made It Follows. I know that movie's a bit divisive in the horror community, but it is just an excellent dinosaur flick, and that is simply because he is channeling his inner Steven Spielberg. Yes, the dinosaurs are a nod to Jurassic Park, but he's also channeling that early 80s Spielberg, the likes of Close Encounters and E.T. And yes, there is an 80s setting, but before you roll your eyes and go, oh great, another fucking Stranger Things wannabe movie or series, they don't shove it in your face. The 80s actually plays a very small part in this movie. The driving force of this movie, the plot of this movie, is essentially a contemporary neighborhood is plucked up by a wormhole and planted squarely in the middle of the Jurassic period. And it is one suburbanite family struggle to survive, having been transposed into this primordial jungle. And it is so fucking good. I am nearly 100% sure it's the Jurassic period going on the bestiary. You have Allosaurus, you have Brontosaurus, and you have Stegosaurus, all of which are denizens of that period. You also have Coelophysis and some other animals such as Rhamphorhynchus and a Spinosaurus that maybe don't belong there, but you know what? You guys know I'm a dinosaur nerd. I don't need to fucking go on a soapbox to prove it anymore, so I'm going to fly over that. I will say though, they look awesome. The designs are cool. I was perplexed by some of the species being covered in fur and feathers because these aren't the latter kind of dinosaurs. These are still early to mid-species dinosaurs. But you know what? It works and it's different because I do notice a lot of movies, even Primitive War, kind of Xerox the designs from Jurassic Park, whereas these ones are very unique and they are cool. But strange enough, the dinosaurs and the situation aren't the core part of the story. The core part of the story is the family. You have essentially Anne Hathaway and her husband, played by Ewan McGregor, trying to keep their kids safe and keep their family together. Not just survive the situation, but also survive as a family. Because when the movie starts, you get the feeling that this relationship is on the rocks. And due to this situation, this horrible situation, it kind of makes the family prioritize each other. And in one way, it's a harrowing experience, but in another way, it's actually a very kind of heartwarming experience because it brings them closer together. The kids understand their parents and the parents start to understand the kids. And I think the main workhorse in the cast is Anne Hathaway. She is fucking magnificent in this role. She is a mother who is just not happy in her life, and she's kind of questioning whether she wants to have this maternal role. But when the shit hits the fan, she kicks into fifth gear and she will do anything to save her family. And the emotional roller coaster she goes through. I mean, there's one scene where someone close to her is killed and she is in this sense of catatonic shock, but she's also trying to emotionally protect her children, and it's just fantastic. It is just a beautiful scene, and she is acting her ass off. McGregor is good as well. He is kind of this hapless dad who realizes his wife is the one who wears the pants in the relationship. And I'm not going to say he's not likable. It's just he's more of a kind of, you know, one of those dads who wants everyone to like him. And I think he excels at that. The only weak link in the cast, and I'm not putting it down to the actors themselves, I just think that maybe the material they were given. I think the kids who are teenagers maybe act a bit too immature for the age bracket they're supposed to be playing, but that's just me. But it is cool because with all this kind of crazy shit going on with dinosaurs and time travel and stuff, the real driving force, the real kind of thing that keeps you engaged is the family drama. You want not only this family to survive, but you want the family to survive. You want the family unit to make it through this experience and still stay together as a family. It is just such a good emotionally driven story, and I think that's the core of it. And I think that is another aspect of Spielberg. We've all seen the likes of Close Encounters in E.T., and other movies where there's all this fantastical stuff going on, but at the core of this are families trying to connect with each other and stay together. And it's beautiful and it's heartwarming. And another cool thing about this movie is it's produced by J.J. Abrams, and he helps with that kind of 80s visual flair. Again, as I said before, they don't shove the 80s in your face, but because of his cinematography, this does feel like something that would have been shot, say, in 82 to 84. Just these kind of close-up, pan-up shots, and it's so fucking good. The soundtrack is spectacular, but that's no surprise because it's Michael Giacchino. I mean, if you're going to get a guy to do a fucking dinosaur movie, you gotta get Michael Giacchino. He done remarkable work on the Jurassic World movies. Those movies mightn't have been fucking great, but at least the soundtrack was impeccable, and that was down to Giacchino. He done marvelous work as well on the Lost World video game for the PlayStation. But yeah, as well as doing that kind of primordial, kind of prehistoric theme, there's also very much a nice throwback to the music of the 80s, to the likes of the Goonies and Stand By Me and E.T., and Giacchino does a fantastic job. The great thing as well about this movie is I think this is a peak at what Jurassic World Dominion should have been. We were supposed to get a movie where dinosaurs invade modern society, and then we never really got that in Dominion, whereas this gives us a glimpse of what that could have been. Fuck it, I think now that Gareth Edwards has departed the Jurassic World franchise, get fucking David Robert Mitchell involved. He'd fucking do a kick-ass movie. If I had to cite any other criticisms, I do have an issue with the ending, but I can't get into it too much because it would be a big spoiler. But I do feel like calling bullshit on the end scenario, but that's just me. With all that said though, I still fucking love this movie. I implore you to check it out. This is a great one to finish off the summer. I know Spider-Man's still out and you're probably wanting to see this, but I implore you, go see this one. It's got heart, it's got horror, it's got danger, it's got humour, it's got some really funny moments in it as well. And the cast, for the most part, is spectacular. But yeah, guys, have you seen The End of Oak Street? If you have, let me know what you thought in the comments below. My name's Martin, this has been The Trash Picture Show, and yeah, have a good one. Take care. Bye now.